Paper boy, always about that paper boy. If you ain't on your grind, then you flexing, you's a hater boy. Paper boy, always getting paper boy. If you ain't making money, then you ain't a money maker boy. Paper clip, yeah, I need a paper clip. I'm stacking up this paper, man, and I can make that paper flip. Watch me make this paper flip and head to Magic City, and I bet that paper make a strip. Paper man, catch me in the paper, man, like Wall Street Journal, yeah, cause I be getting paper, man, that paper man, yeah, I'm getting really all about that paper boy.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Hear this chop job, bro, that they did to make this extended version. Come on.
Paper boy, always about that paper boy. If you ain't on your grind, then you flexing, you's a hater boy. Paper boy, always getting paper boy. If you ain't making money, then you ain't a money maker boy. Paper clip, yeah, I need a paper clip. I'm stacking up this paper, man, and I can make that paper flip. Watch me make this paper flip and head to Magic City, and I bet that paper make a strip.
Start over in a second. Get the fuck
in the paper, man, like Wall Street Journal, yeah, cause I be getting paper, man, that paper man.
What? This is trash.
Really? All about that paper boy. Paper. Cali to Decatur. Stack it. Paper boy. All about that paper boy. I keep a team. Paper boy. Always about that paper boy. If you ain't on your grind, then you flexing, you's a hater boy. Paper boy. Always getting paper boy. If you ain't making money, then you ain't a money maker boy. Paper clip, yeah, I need a paper clip. I'm stacking up this paper, man, and I can make that paper flip. Watch me make this paper flip and head to Magic City, and I bet that paper make a strip. Paper man, catch me in the paper, man, like Wall Street Journal, yeah, cause I be getting paper, man, that paper man.
AdamE.com.
Really? All about that paper boy. Paper. Stack it. Paper boy. All about that paper boy. I keep a team. Paper boy. Always about that paper boy. If you ain't on your grind, then you flexing, you's a hater boy. Paper boy. Always getting paper boy. If you ain't making money, then you ain't a money maker boy. Paper clip, yeah, I need a paper clip. I'm stacking up this paper, man, and I can make that paper flip. Watch me make this paper flip and head to Magic City, and I bet that paper make a strip. Paper man, catch me in the paper, man, like Wall Street Journal, yeah, cause I be getting paper, man, that paper man, yeah.
Okay, let's, for God's sakes, that awful chop job of a fucking whatever. That shit was trash. Not the song, but whoever made that edit, bruh, that was garbage. What a live screen that. We back, man. We could have just went and just had another whole rant session about Kanye, but I just can't fucking do it. I can't do it. Can you do it? Can you stand another whole 2-hour Kanye show?
I mean, the nigga did do the Drink Champ shit.
Bruh, that nigga.
Take off YouTube too.
Cause they pussied out. They took it off. Nigga was apologizing for it and shit, but you knew the motherfucker was gonna get up there saying that dumb shit before you even started the thing. But anyway, fuck that. The Drink Champs, the Drink Champs was famous before they started podcasting. They had an easy road to get where they at. we gotta grind, and we will not grind by talking about that fuckery today. Today, we talking about something that I didn't expect to ever talk about, because I didn't expect to ever watch it. To tell you the truth, it was the repeated recommendations of my boy Perry who made me watch this shit. Like, yeah, my boy Perry's like, you gotta watch Atlanta. You gotta watch Atlanta. And I had every excuse. I was like, man, I can't watch this shit. You know why? Because my Hulu that I got free with Verizon, that shit got commercials, nigga. I hate commercials. That nigga said, take mine. My shit got no commercials, nigga. You got no excuse now. I was like, you know what? You right. I'm gonna watch it. And needless to say, just through season 1, Atlanta is far from what I expected it to be. That's the first thing I'll say about the show. Like, excuse me. Number one, our stream is looking mad suspect right now. So I need to pull up something that's better than this right here. Just a Google image search. Fuck. I just pull up something on YouTube because Atlanta. I'll just pull up a YouTube search. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. We came up in the search results. How about that? Okay. How about that? Let me go ahead on and like that. Yeah, there we go. We out there. How about that? We out here. Some stream inception, hot debit. Look, niggas is out here doing explanations and shit. Now yo, I can't wait to talk about the rest of this shit, bro. This nigga right here and this thumbnail right here, oh my god. He is one of my favorite parts of this show so far, bro. That nigga is fucking hilarious.
You ain't even got to the real craziness.
I'm only on episode 2 of season 2 right now because I like to watch this when I have to do nothing but focus on this, because after hold on a second, let me not be. After I saw the first episode, after I got into the first season, I was like, oh no, this is something different. This is not what I thought it was gonna be. I need to sit back and pay attention to this shit. That's what makes me watch this when I'm just laser focused on it. Now, I can tell you, like, my introduction to the show was through World Star Hip Hop. Of course, I knew about the show. I seen the commercials and all that, but World Star Hip Hop is what made me get to know the show, and it was this very clip right here.
You remember Old 12?
That was on World Star Hip Hop.
The hair was brown.
Yeah,
I remember.
That was like a meme for a while.
Yeah. Then this is years ago. This is when this clip came out on World Star when the season 1 was actually coming on TV. So this is what, 2016, 2017, something like that. That's when I seen it. And it was one more clip that I had saw that I can't quite recall anymore. That I saw. But what the fuck was the other clip that I saw? Anyway, I ain't gonna dwell on it. But I still kind of wrote it off. I was still like, all right, cool. That shit was funny. I gotta give it that, but it's mad funny. But and I'll go ahead on and and own up to my shit. A lot of the reason why back in the day that I didn't watch this show, because I didn't think Donald Glover was worth a damn, to tell you the truth. I didn't fuck with the what'd you say?
I I ain't gonna say that. I knew he always made pretty good music.
See, that's why I'm like I ain't saying that I ain't think he was worth a damn. Period. Like that's what I'm getting at. I ain't think he was worth a damn. Like I didn't like the Childish Gambino shit. I ain't think it was really good. Like stuff like that. So, I went into it from the standpoint of like, all right, it's whatever. It's just something else that Donald Glover is making. His song. No, I did. That was me making surface level judgments of him without knowing that he was actually a writer on many different TV shows. He acted on TV shows. The one that he acted on prominently, Community, is something that I never watched. He was a stand-up comedian.
He was, although I do think the stand-up comedy wasn't that funny. I watched one of them, but it wasn't something that I'm interested in.
But I mean, I can agree with you on that, but it being funny or not ain't what really impressed me about the stand-up comedy. The fact that he could do it at all is because I have never done a stand-up comedy show. Let me not pretend like I have. But what I have done is I tried writing out some jokes, not for them to be funny or not. I tried writing out some jokes, not to see how the written jokes translate into being performed, right? So I wrote out a whole bunch of shit and just to find out that it only translated into like 30 seconds worth of material. And I was already out of jokes. And for a person to be able to carry that on for a whole 30 minutes or a whole hour, whether it's funny to me or not, it still take a whole nother level of, talent to do. So that like, cause the shit is not easy, bro. Like you think you write that shit down on paper, you think you got a whole motherfucking show wrote out. And you got like 30 seconds or a minute. So I'm just thinking about the nigga being able to write, but he didn't really break and cross over into the mainstream until his song was in Get Out, like Redbone. That's what brought him into everybody, into the whole view of everybody, right? And somebody's getting in trouble in the background. And then around that same time is when this show was hitting the airwaves. But hot damn. Oh my goodness. We got a screaming fucking child. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep pushing through. I'm pushing through. Even if you scream, Peyton, I'm gonna keep talking. Shit. At least get her away from the fucking door. Anyway, like, him, I just didn't think none of that shit was worth a damn. So I was like, this is just some more Donald Glover shit. And the commercials made it look like just another black comedy drama. I was like, this is some old, not to say it was some Tyler Perry shit, but I was like, this is some more Black Hood drama shit with some funny parts. I don't want to watch this. That was me judging the show. You feel me? Like,
this show is literally like, I don't even know. I can't even really describe it. It's like, it's funny at times, it's sad at times, it's a mystery at times. Like, it's all in one, really.
Right, bro. Like, I can tell you one of the parts of season 1 that really took me aback, and I was like, I don't know what I'm watching anymore, bro. Like, this shit is funny to me. So, you just watching season 1 of Atlanta, and it's the episode where they had the night out at the club, right? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? When the promoter didn't want to give him the fucking money. And it was this other big rapper there that had his VIP section at the same time that Paperboy and Earn and Darius had their VIP section. And this nigga was the guy. And earlier in the episode, you saw the nigga was like that. People was like, he was stunting on Instagram with his brand new fucking invisible Lambo or something. And I was like, and then Al was like, or Paperboy Al, whatever you want to call him. He was like, man, that's no invisible Lambo. That's some bullshit. Nigga just posing in pictures, stunting. And then when you get to the end of the episode, when the brawl broke out, you see the nigga driving away in the invisible car, hitting people. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, hold on. What are we watching here? Is this Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or something?
Can you pull up that scene? All I to say is you can't find it.
Atlanta.
Nah,
Yeah.
like that show has so many moments in it where you're like, what?
Here it is right here. Marcus Miles in his invisible car.
Look, man. Marcus Miles over there getting all the cream, man. Hogging all the hoes. Fuck him too.
Hey, Marcus Miles is pretty cool, man. You know he got that invisible car.
What? Nigga, no, we don't.
He do. It's like a prototype, something like that.
This shit trips me the fuck out.
Man, that shit ain't real, man.
That shit trips me out, bro. This bullshit, man. Hold on. Let's see if I can. I'm sorry.
Nigga hitting the nigga with the invisible car. That shit is gold.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let's put this motherfucker down a bit so we can examine this shit. Look at this shit. Nigga just getting ran over by the invisible whip. And that's when I excuse me. That's when I was like, hold on, this is something that I didn't think it was gonna be, because throughout the show, it already from the first episode started kind of at least defeating the expectations that I had of it. The box I boxed it into, it took 5 minutes for it to break out of that box, but I didn't think it was gonna go this far. I didn't think it was gonna go as far as the fucking excuse me, as the people, what's the show? As the show that he did when Paperboy did the appearance on the little public access TV show with the trans person activist, and then the other guy that was a trans race person. Bro, did Rachel Dolezal come out and get found out before this show came out, or did Childish Gambino predict that shit in this show?
I don't even know who that is.
Rachel Dolezal is the woman who was pretending to be black, but she was really white. She was like the head of the NAACP chapter and all that. You don't remember that shit? Bruh, let me pull a picture of her up and see if you know who she is. You ain't never seen this chick right here, bro?
Nah, I ain't know her name. I do know who that is.
Yeah, bro. Like that's like
I do know who that is.
they had a in the show where Paperboy was going against was having the debate against the trans person, and they had all those fucking Dodge Charger commercials that was baked into Atlanta, bro. Like, and like the
I
stereo.
remember seeing that and really wondering, like
But hold on a second. Like they had the guy in the show, like the teenage boy who identified as a middle-aged white man. You don't remember that part?
I do.
Like, and I'm trying to remember, like, when did Rachel? How you spell this fucking bitch's name? All get exposed. Let me figure this shit out. Hopefully don't nothing out of the way come up, because this chick actually I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say it.
You asked me what?
She got a fucking OnlyFans.
And she was the head of the NAACP?
She was the head of an NAACP chapter, bro. Let me see. Not the head of the actual NAACP, like the whole joint, but she was the head of one of the chapters. Okay, so she got exposed in 2015, right? After the NAACP released a statement in support of her leadership. Yeah. So he, excuse me. So it wasn't like he parodied it. It wasn't that he It wasn't that he predicted it. He parodied it. All right. So because this shit came out. Hold on. This shit came out afterwards, you know. But it was still funny. Like, this show kind of gave me, like, as I was watching it, kind of like a South Park vibe of nonsense. And a South Park vibe of how they go about making fun of, you know, shit that's actually happening in the world. You feel me? Just not... South Park is more political, and this is not that political so far. This is more grounded towards what we really got going on. And I think one of my favorite ones, because it hit so close to home for me, because I hate social media. I know that's crazy to say as I sit on a YouTube stream, but I fucking hate social media. You understand me? And it hit close to home with me because of the way that they portrayed the social media star, whatever he was, the YouTuber, whatever you want to call him. I hate social media. What the fuck? No, that's yeah. Like the dude that kept on doing fucking viral shit of Paperboy, and Paperboy was getting mad about it. Like, but you know how real that shit was? Like, you know how real that shit was when he put the little boy was in the back seat, and Paperboy was like, I don't want to do this shit in front of your son. Like, I don't want to. And the guy was like, that ain't my son. That's just my social media partner. We make viral videos together. And the first thought that passed through my head was like, yo, that's exactly how these motherfuckers be treating their kids. These people who want to do anything to get some social media clout, they be treating their kids like they just a social media partner, not like they're an actual child. Right, we done seen so many people put so much dumb shit that involve their kids on social media that it don't even make fucking sense, bro.
Having their kids smoke weed. That's one of the biggest ones I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Doing that. I mean, just making full-fledged twerk videos while the kid is in the background. Like, letting the kid say and do all manner of shit and then filming it. Because these parents have to film this shit and hit the upload button. Like, they have all type of time to think about what they doing before they do it, and they do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on a second.
Most people don't think.
That's the point. Like, and it was like he and whether this was intentional or not, but I mean, if you're a good writer and you trying to put something out there, then it's intentional. But to me, it seemed like that nigga was taking a clear shot at people who just use kids to get social media clicks. When he said, "That's not my son, that's my social media partner." Cause that's what they be treating these kids like, bro. The ones I used to hate was when the ones that motherfucking people used to take like a 6-year-old, 7-year-old kid and tell them they gotta move out the house, pack their bags, and put all the shit in the driveway, and then just close the fucking door and watch them cry. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck is you? What?
I've never seen one like that, but I will say, I used to hate the ones where they like, the kid be acting up in school and then they go fuck up their haircut or something, or
Yeah, that type of shit.
give them the damn George Jefferson hair.
Do that, or film themselves smashing the kid Xbox and all type of dumb shit. Like, what type of attention you trying to get?
Go smash their fucking TV up or something.
Yeah, like what type of attention you trying to get on social media with your kid? Even Jimmy Kimmel be doing this shit where he have the parents send in videos of them telling them they ate all the kids' Halloween candy and shit, like just to make them cry. Like, but like that's the type of world we living in out here, man. A bunch of people who care more about social media clout than any fucking thing. And that's what dude was about. That's what dude was talking about. Because he told Paperboy, I fuck with your music, but you ain't going to stop me from talking shit about you on the internet because this shit get views. You ain't. That's what he told him. But, hold on a second. But, hell. It was all just brilliantly written. And I know that we just getting to the tip of the iceberg with this shit. Because season 2 started off bananas. Yeah. The scene with Mrs. Winters in the beginning of season 2 was crazy. Like, shout out to Miss Winters. Everybody who went to North Carolina A&T had plenty of chicken from there. You could just go over there and get chicken from Miss Winters for $3.50, and you wondering how the hell they sold me all this chicken and a half gallon of iced tea for $3.50 and 2 sides, bro. Like, somehow they was managing to do it, bro. I ain't gonna say if these chickens was smuggled across the border or something, or they wasn't fucking gotten through the most honest of means, but they was able to sell that chicken for the low to niggas like me. Just walk up in there with my A&T ID and say, let me get the 2-piece student special, nigga, with double mashed potatoes and a half gallon of tea. And I'm walking out of there, only $3.50 lighter, my nigga. Like, that's it. But anyway, I mean, Mrs. Winters, you at least owe a nigga a bucket of chicken for that plug.
Or at least a bucket of chicken.
But yeah, man, like back to season 1. Season 1, it also, one of the parts in season 1 that got highlighted that kind of took me by surprise was the episode where fuck is her name? Van. That's her name in the show. When Van, hold on a second.
Yeah, but if you ain't watched the show, Van, aka Vanessa, is Ern's baby mama.
Let me go solve this beeping noise that's just going off in my fucking house. Somebody left the fucking refrigerator wide open. But yeah, like he was saying, Van is Ern's, aka that's the Ern is the character Childish Gambino plays. I mean, we preach it to the choir. Anybody who watches this video have seen this fucking show, but still, that's his baby mama. His baby mama that's a teacher. His baby mama that's tired of his ass not paying no rent. And his baby mama that's tired of him. I mean, Jesus Christ. But anyway, the episode where she had the night out on the town with her home girl, and they really just highlighted the tension that women be feeling towards each other. Like the fucking vitriol that even friends have towards each other, females, because they was hanging out with each other like they was having a good time, and neither one of them liked the other one that much. You could tell from they was just sitting across the table. Neither one of them was fucking with the other one, but especially Van, because her one friend was like a prototypical Instagram thought, except she was like 40 fucking years old. So I don't know what was going on there.
You talking about that? You talking about the episode where they went to the party at Drake house?
No, they went to a party at Drake house. Spoiler alert! I haven't got there. I'm talking about season 1. See, I ain't
wait for that.
Yeah, I ain't.
It ain't even Drake house. They thought it was Drake house.
Nah, I ain't even heard mention of Drake name. I'm talking about the one where where at the beginning they met at the restaurant, and the chick was talking about how she been to Paris and to Russia and the Hawaii and all this shit because she fucks all these athletes, basketball players and all that. And they met up because, old girl was about to take a flight out the next morning. So they had a little dinner get together, and they was both like mad. They was both ice grilling each other and shit. They both didn't want to fucking be there. That's what I'm talking about. The one where she smoked weed.
Oh yeah.
That's one, and she did all this chemistry and shit, trying to squeeze piss out of the baby diapers.
She was trying to pass the drug test. Yeah.
Yeah,
I really remember that now.
She did all these experiments, trying to squeeze the piss out and trying to secure piss from people. Don't we all know somebody who always coming around needing clean piss? I ain't gonna mention no names. Because I could mention like 7 names with that, but they always coming around looking for some clean piss. But she done went to good Lord, the links people go through the past drug tests, and like then it highlighted how, if she had just lied, she would have got off a whole lot easier than she did by telling the truth. And that's crazy to me, man. it's crazy, and to think that shit work that way sometimes still be flying over my head. I know that's a naive way to think. But if she had just told him, you know, if she had not if she had lied, if she had just not said nothing instead of admitting that she got high, she wouldn't have got fired because they didn't even send the damn piss off to the lab. They just did it as a deterrent.
Yeah.
She bust up in there, said, I smoked weed. And the lady was like, oh, well, we all need to smoke. You know, sometimes we need an outlet and all this shit. And I'm thinking, oh, shit, they ain't even going to do nothing. They ain't going to let her keep her job. She was honest. She said, but your ass is still fired because you just admitted it to me. Now, pack your shit and get the fuck out. Like, that shit crazy. I was like, damn, like, why? They really putting real shit in. Cause sometimes, bro, like when you admit this shit, like you get fucked off even worse. Like the police be doing that to you. Police, that's one of the police main fucking tactics. That's one of the police main tactics, bro. One of their main tactics is to tell you if you just tell us the truth, we can help you. Like, if you sit here and lie to me, I can't help you. That's what the police be saying to niggas in interrogation. They tell you got that right to remain silent and then try to do everything they can do to get you to waive that right. When in 100% of the time, you better off just sitting there and looking at them niggas like they speaking alien language until they just fuck off, or just or just repeating the word lawyer over and over. Like that's what you should do anytime the cops bring you in. But they'll butter you up and say, yeah, I know. Just all we need to know is the reason, because the reason can determine whether you gonna get this sentence or that sentence. No, it don't. And they'll tell an innocent man that shit just so they can get a conviction. They'll tell an innocent person, like, if you confess, they be trying to fool people into thinking that if they just confess, they can get the hell up out of here and go home. But nah, man, I would sit there if the nigga, whatever they tried to do to me, if they tried to withhold me from going to the bathroom, I sit in the interrogation seat and take a piss right there and then. Like, but I'm not telling you nothing, bro. Like, and y'all can let me go, or we can sit here and have a staring contest. Like, that's it. But that's besides the point. Well, it's not really besides the point, because that's how I think that the scene where she just admitted what she did and still got the harshest penalty. She still got what she was, she still got what she was trying to avoid for the whole episode. Just highlighted how I think that was a statement about the police. Maybe I'm digging, but that's what it seemed like to me. I think that's a statement about how you should never tell the fucking police anything. I think that was a statement about how you should never talk to the cops in interrogation rooms. Ask for a lawyer or shut the fuck up. That's what I think. But never start admitting shit. But I could be just reaching, bro. Like, cause I'm up here. Ever since I saw the invisible cars and shit existed in this universe, I started thinking philosophical about what I was watching. Like,
Invisible cars, nah. They do definitely got invisible cars in that shit.
They got invisible cars. They got a black Justin Bieber. That's the other scene I saw. The Justin Bieber press conference. That was the other scene I saw before I watched the show. A black Justin fucking Bieber, bro. They was out there putting they was showing us back then at least. You know how Justin Bieber was hanging out with all those fucking rappers from Young Money and getting himself into all type of shit. And then once they started doing real nigga shit, he started saying, well, I don't even know those. I don't know them niggas. But I ain't hanging out with those motherfuckers anymore, bro. Like, I don't know why they was still in that car or why they was breaking into shit. No. But I think that damn show was showing us the way Justin Bieber saw himself, bro. That damn dude that we saw on the show was probably what Justin Bieber saw in the fucking mirror when he looked back, up until he got that wake up call and he realized he needed to flip the white switch back on. Because every motherfucker that was involved in the foolishness got in trouble except him. Like, nigga married him a white girl and all type of shit after those niggas started. He just went on ahead. I'm just saying. All of that little Vanilla Ice energy he was putting off disappeared real quick.
I think it says Vanilla Ice.
Right.
Nah, but Atlanta is a very good show. Even from the first time I watched it, I was like locked in. I watched like the first 2 seasons and then I kind of fell off and I was waiting for the third and the fourth, but now that they're out, I'm gonna finish all of those. I'm rewatching it now though.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to draw this out because I think the last episode I saw was the most recent episode I saw posted on Hulu was episode 6 of season 4. And if it goes the way that it's always been going, it's only going to be 10 episodes. So I want it all to be there so I can just binge this shit all the way through because that's how I like watching TV. I'm a binge watcher extraordinaire. Like, that's what I do. But the show to me is just it's a surreal experience to watch because especially with me thinking that it was going to be something that it wasn't, and that was what brings me to one of the things I want to talk most about, and that's the character of Darius, played by Lakeith Stanfield. I think this might be my favorite shit that he has ever portrayed. Like, I know he been in a movie that's kind of similar to this, which is that movie where he worked in the call center.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah. I kind of didn't like that movie all that much, but maybe I'll watch it again.
Weird.
Yeah, that shit is weird, bro. Remind me.
It got a little too weird.
Right. That's how.
Could have made it a lot better.
Bro, you got the same exact sentiment that I had when I watched that shit. I was like, "What the fuck is happening, bro? This shit done went." When
Spoiler alert: horse fucking people. Like seriously, horse people.
I ain't even think I saw that part, bro. Like, I ain't get that far.
That was the weird shit. Like that's literally the weirdest thing about the movie. The company was turning them niggas into like horse people, bro.
Bro, when I checked out on the nigga shit scene, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm done.
They told that nigga to rap. Yeah.
I'm about to. I know if somebody is watching this, I'm about to. They go get a good laugh at what I'm about to say because it's a real inside joke. It's a real inside joke. I know if this certain person is watching, and they may not be, but Sorry to Bother You was like, oh, I thought I would like it because I love this movie called Being John Malkovich. And Being John Malkovich is a weird fucking movie just like that. And yes, we still do need to watch Being John Malkovich. But that's a conversation for another day. But the character that he played, this nigga is like in Darius in Atlanta is like some type of fucking Jedi or something. Like he like some type of sage or something. Like he almost seemed like he don't even exist to me.
Yeah, his character is so like, I don't know, that nigga's like, he knows everything. He kind of is like everywhere. Like, I don't know. The nigga is like a nomad or some shit. Like
Some type of
ancient traveler.
fucking spirit or something. Like what you said, you said the best. You said it the best way I could think of. I couldn't think of it because you said it and not me. Ancient traveler, bruh. Like them movies where you see the wise old guy just popping up in random places, giving wisdom and then fucking off. Like that's what this guy reminds me of. Like he was like that episode. The episode with the puppies really solidified that. Where Ern was just trying to sell a phone in the pawn shop. And Darius was like, I could double that shit for you. And he was like, how? And he said, let's get this sword instead. And I'll show you how. And they did a whole damn episode of bartering with shit, trading shit, until they ended up with 2 dogs.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, in the second season, Darius popped up with the 4 stacks. Ern is like, what is this?
That's what I was about to say. And Ern was really surprised, like, what? Like, he was like, oh yeah, here's your cut.
The puppies. Nigga, even I had forgot about them dogs.
And I feel like writing things like that into the show is like what really makes his character great. That's my favorite character in the show.
Mine too. Like mine, definitely mine. Definitely my favorite character in the show, bro. Like
the nigga character is just so mysterious. It's like, what is this nigga gonna get into next? But have you ran into Teddy yet?
Teddy? I don't think so. I'm only on I only watched up to. I've only seen 12 episodes. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, so let's because you gonna probably like Darius's character much more after the Teddy show. And that's when, I mean, I don't want to say like suspenseful, but that's when you get that different psychological or mysterious genre of show when you get into that one. So,
I mean,
but that show is fucking great. I don't even expect them to watch a show like that. That's honestly, it's just such a good show.
I think that I come across a lot of stuff that teach me to stop with my stupid ways. And even when I come across it, sometimes I don't. What should have taught me to stop with my stupid ways was Breaking Bad. Because I treated Breaking Bad the same way I treated this show. I spent years not watching it despite people telling me to. And then when I watched it, I was like, okay, this is why people was telling me to watch this shit. Like, and that's the same thing that happened here, but I should have known better. But I'm also kind of glad I did it this way, because with a show like this that I enjoy this much, I would have hated having to wait every week to watch it, bro. That shit makes me so mad now. Like, I don't know why. I'm spoiled by the streaming service age, where with Netflix, is if it's a Netflix original, they used to always be this way, but now sometimes they be on some dumb shit. But for the most part, they just put the whole thing out, and you can just watch all of it at once. if you are so inclined to sit there and do so. And I am so inclined to sit there and do so.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, of course I like watching all of the show at once, but I don't mind waiting every week to watch. I mean, I wait every week to watch Raising Kanan. So.
Yeah, bro. And I have not watched one.
Yeah,
Maybe y'all should watch that, bro, because I've been on some. Been on my same stubborn shit. Just a week ago, when the last show we did, I was talking about how I will never lay eyes on Raising Kanan in my life. That's what I said just a week ago. Maybe y'all should just watch that too.
I think Raising Kanan is pretty fucking good.
I mean, but it ain't. Raising Kanan is a different situation, kind of, because, and no, it's not because I think it's not because of the 50 Cent angle. It's because I just don't like Power. But maybe.
I would say that Raising Kanan is a lot different than Power, though.
Like,
It's a lot different.
I'll give it a chance.
I mean, yeah, it's about drugs and all that, but it's just the characters and like the time that it's set in is it's a good one. And it's getting crazy right now, so.
Yeah.
But you're gonna definitely have a pretty good amount of stuff to watch though.
Yeah, I might do it. I might go ahead on and take up on that offer where Stars keep on sending me those fucking things telling me I can re-up for 50 cents a month and bullshit like that. I might as well do it. But hold on a second. Come on. No. All right. But yeah, I might go ahead on and watch Raising Kanan. But that's besides the point to this. This show is something that I would have hated having to wait. Especially because it's only 30 minutes long. Like,
yeah. That's another thing about that show. It's got super short fucking episodes.
Right. I would hate to wait an extra week to watch a 30-minute show. I had this same experience with the Boondocks. The Boondocks is really the prototype for this show to me. Not in the way in which the episodes are presented or anything, but in the way in which it just went against what I thought. Because if you go way back when I'm a little ass dude, a little kid, the Boondocks was presented to me through fucking comic strips. Whenever my dad was a newspaper reader for the longest time. Like, he would read the newspaper. And that was because he refused to get a smartphone. Like, my nephew literally had to break his flip phone in half for him to get a smartphone. So up until he got a smartphone, he was a newspaper reading person. You know what I'm saying? And in the Boondocks, you usually only got like one line of dialogue in the whole comic strip. I always liked how it was drawn, but I just didn't get it as to why the character only said like one thing in the comic strip. So when it was transitioned from the comics to the TV show, I did not expect what the fuck I got with the Boondocks. And the extreme way that they tackled all of the subject matter that they tackled. And it wasn't like South Park where they tried to go for shock value and shit. And I ain't trying to shit on South Park. I like South Park. I think that shit is funny. Like, I've thought it was funny since the beginning. So I'm definitely not trying to trash South Park. I think South Park is great. Like, so
I know this is besides the point, but a fucking Boondock season in the state that we are in now would hit so different right now.
It would, and they were making one too until Pops died. Like,
but I I feel like they could do it still. They could, and they could have an easy way to do it. Like I had the perfect segue if they would have just, had me on the team. Nigga, they could have, the first episode few, and they gotta go stay with their granddad's sister. And bro, I don't even know this black lady name for real, but she's a black lady, and she's a loud black lady, but she be in all the movies, bro. Like she be in all of the black movies. Loud black lady.
Bro, I don't know who you talking about.
Bro. If I can pull a picture.
Is it Lunel, bro?
Lunel. Is Lunel the heavy set lady?
She kind of heavy set with the short hair.
It ain't her.
Oh, okay.
It's a new one. But however it would work. I mean, all of the story, it would be granddad's sister that they go stay with, and it would be that lady. But I gotta find her name because it's gonna when I figure out who it is, it's gonna all make sense. Nah, but keep going. I'm gonna find her.
Go ahead,
I think she was in Diary on that. Like,
shit. Excuse me.
I think she was in Diary of a Mad Black Woman for like fucking second too. She wasn't even in there for.
Bro, I don't know who you talking about. Why you? I'll keep going. Why you find out who you talking about? Bring her and pull her up. But yeah, like the Boondocks is kind of like the prototype to this because it just gave me something fresh, something to think about, and something to laugh at, and I just didn't expect it. And with this, I started watching this after I already knew Donald Glover was a very talented person when it came to entertainment. But when this first came out, I ain't give him the proper credit that he deserved when it came to his multifaceted abilities in this shit. So I think that little lingering bias kind of stuck by, and it just took for me to watch this show to completely break that perception I had of him back in 2015, 16 away. Like, I mean, because since then I done enjoyed his albums, like the Blank album that he put out that doesn't have a title. I love that album. I done enjoyed other shit he's done, like, but I don't know why I didn't get into this show until my boy Perry just kept telling me, watch this shit, nigga. Like, stop fucking bullshitting and watch it. It's just a whole... I think this shit is much deeper than than we give it credit. And my boy Perry gave me like a little...
It's like some subliminals.
It is some subliminals. I think I was about to bring up a subliminal he gave me. He was like, he wanted to... Like he said that every season got like an overarching theme, and I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about because I had only seen like 2 episodes at the time he said this to me. And he was like, yeah, season 2, that's Robin's season.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
And it was like, not only is it Robin's season, but it's also, excuse me, it's not Rob. It's so many layers to it. It's Robin season in the show where, of course, niggas is about to get robbed. But it's Robin season. Maybe it's the winter time in season 2. And I know we skipping a little bit ahead. This is season 1, but it's the winter time where the most robberies happen in the Atlanta area or something. He also said it's getting around Christmas. This is when niggas start getting their shit took That's what they said on the show. Like, so it's making me want to go back to season 1 because I didn't pay attention to that in season 1 and just start it from the beginning and see and match how the overarching themes of the season, or see how the overarching themes of the season match with the actual season that it is that the show takes place. If that makes sense. So like, I'm guessing if season 2 is winter, then season 1 must have been like the fall or something. So like, how does it being fall affect the actions that these characters have during the show? Like, because if you, every time you turn around in the first 2 episodes of season 2, something is getting fucking stolen.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the people is getting robbed. My boy is just stealing shit from the store. Cat Williams is accusing somebody of stealing money from him. Like, I know we getting ahead, but that shit is packed into every layer of the show in season 2, and I'm only 2 episodes in. Did you find that character yet who you was talking about?
I'm still looking for this black woman, bro. Ain't no lie.
I don't know who the hell you talking about, dog.
She is, dude. And I done said this before, and ain't been able to find this woman, bro. She kind of, I'm gonna find her, bro. I'm trying to remember what other movie.
Hope I wasn't muted.
Nah, you was.
Well, I was muted just for a second, though, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I meant to be muted for a second. But yeah, they hold on, I'm about to be muted again. What is going on over here? Jesus Christ.
Alright, the movie. Family reunion. Let's see.
Right, you on a mission, huh?
Jennifer Lewis. Her name is Jennifer Lewis.
Let me see if I can know what you're talking about, because I don't know who that is.
You know who Jennifer Lewis is, bro.
Oh! Yeah,
Bro,
I know who she is.
So now I feel like this would make a little bit more sense. So the first episode would be Pop's funeral. And then this lady is at the funeral and she come up and she's like, somebody is telling them this is gonna be who y'all staying with now. And she's gonna be like Pop's sister. And then instead of them be like granddad, they be like auntie or some shit like that. But I don't know. I just feel like,
I mean, they could do it, but replacing granddad, bro, like he was like,
yeah, it's gonna be hard.
he was a cornerstone of the Boondocks, bro. Like he was.
Nah, he really was.
He was that. He was most of the funny shit that happened in the show involved him. Right then, you got fucking Charlie Murphy ain't here no more too. He can't. Like, I wouldn't dare have somebody else be Ed Wuncler III except Charlie Murphy. Having that voice come out of a white character was some of the funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
Where you from?
What you think, nigga? Niggas was like, cow. It was war. What the fuck? That shit.
Boondocks is doing it in time.
Boondocks is the nigga. I don't know too much shit better than that. Like, I got every episode, even the 2 that was banned from TV, bro. I got all that shit on the hard drive. All of it. Boondocks is that shit. But I think Atlanta is in the same. Atlanta is on the same level. To me,
Yeah, Atlanta's really good.
it's on the same level so
Atlanta
far.
goes crazy.
And it's like Earn just don't. The thing I like about Earn character is he is a bumbling idiot who just doesn't know when to quit fucking up,
Yeah.
bro.
You
Like,
know.
because at the end of season 1, when he got the money, got his cut, like from the success that Paperboy was having, Al, and he gave it to his girl, to his baby mama, and they had a good night together and all that shit. That's what could have been where his ass got on the straight and narrow. But of course, if he got on the straight and narrow right then and there wouldn't be any show left. You know what I'm saying? Instead, he got up and walked out of the door, and that to me symbolizes him walking straight back into the fuckery. And he is on no lesser amount of foolishness once season 2 starts. He walking right back into it. But I think we have to have him doing stupid shit for this show to move on. Because
Oh, he doesn't stop doing stupid.
I don't doubt it. Like, I don't doubt that.
But I will say, between Earn and Darius, they're probably some of the smarter characters in the show.
definitely didn't. Earn went to Princeton, bro. Like,
Yeah.
in this show. So yeah, he is smart, but the things that he does are flat out fucking dumb. Like, and he doesn't stop doing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, not at all. And he does some. It's like he one of them characters who they do stupid shit right after they do good shit, and that's what make you even more frustrated with them. But that's what make watching them more interesting though, because you don't know at what point in time they gonna do something that's worth doing or do something that's just flat fucking dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I like watching, because if he was always bumbling around, or if he was always the smartest in the room and always, then that wouldn't be as fun to watch for me.
Brown, it wouldn't be much of a show at that point.
Right. Like, you just part of the suspense part of the show is to see if Earn is gonna mess up the next situation he gets into, or is he gonna actually come out of it on top. And like, you never know with him. Sitting in the damn. Well, I think that was season 2. Never mind. We'll talk about that next week. but it's just, overall to me, just season 1 was such a great introduction to this show that it's something that I can keep watching too, because it's certain shows that, a lot of shows that I watch it through and then I'm just done with it. But this, I can keep watching, get entertainment value out of it, pick up on shit that I never picked up on during the initial viewing. It was like, you remember we went to see Us like 4 fucking times, bruh, trying to pick up on shit that wasn't even there in that shitty movie. Cause like we was looking at it like, okay, this is anything like Get Out. It's a bunch of messages that we missed. But it just won't.
I don't think I missed much of that movie.
Yeah, we didn't.
Unless I was just watching it wrong.
Talking about Us,
Yeah.
we didn't miss nothing, bro. We went to see that shit multiple times, and every time it won't worth the damn. But it won't like Get Out. Like Get Out had so many layers to it that on the first go through when you watch the movie and you watch it for just surface level what it was with the little allegory, the racism and all of that, and the body snatcher type shit, it's still a good movie. But once you start picking up on all the little and picking apart each scene and all the clues he left to let you know what was really going on the whole time, like that's what make the movie rewatchable, and that's not what was in Us. This is something I think that you can go back after watching it for the entertainment value the first time. You can then go back and watch and start picking apart little subliminal and hidden messages that's presented throughout the show. I think that this is like a multiple watch type deal for me.
Yeah, and that's why I don't mind watching this show again. I'll definitely watch it again. And that was a really good show.
Yeah, man. Season 1, great start so far. Like, I know I'm like 4 years fucking behind, but it is what it is. Season 1, great start. Loved it. And loving season 2 so far. Shit is funny as hell. That one dude, that nigga is hilarious. Like that one guy is absolutely hilarious.
The nigga with the waves.
Yeah, bro, that, bro.
Say you gotta get to the end of season 2.
I'm going to, bro. I might get to the end of season 2 by the end of the night if I don't get sleepy. Nigga was like, I'm just gonna take this shit. These niggas got a no chase policy. They just gotta keep giving me great customer service. Yeah,
that was a funny scene though. That nigga grabbed that shit and walked straight out.
Yeah, season 2 spoilers, man. But yeah, I mean, Atlanta, what a great show so far. And
yeah, that's a good show.
From what I understood and what I've been told, what I've seen, it just gets way better than that from here. Like, that's what I've been told. So I'm anxious to keep
I
watching.
honestly can't even wait. I can't wait to get into them season 4 and even the rest of season 3, because I haven't even seen all of season 3 yet. So I'm eager to see the rest of the show that I haven't even seen. So.
And that's where you get into the fucked up part, is that season 4 is the last one. But there's no more after that. Like, season 4 is the end. 40
so
episodes.
I'm just curious to see. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen at the end, though.
I am too. I'm trying to drag it out so by the time I get to watching season 4, that the whole, that the whole shit is already done, so I don't have to wait. I know it sounds stupid because with my mentality, sometimes I end up waiting longer to see it than if I would have just watched it week by week. But if I put it behind me and put it out of my mind and just do all type of other shit and come back and see, oh shit, the whole season out, I can just watch all of this. I just feel better to me. Like, I don't know. I'm spoiled by binge watching. But that's it, man. Atlanta.
You need to watch that Raising Kanan, though.
Yeah. All right. I watch it. I go ahead on and resubscribe to fucking Stars, bro. Like, resubscribe to Stars. See if I'm still getting that.
We might as well review that too, though.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I'll watch the shit. How many seasons of that is it?
Episode would be. It's only 2 seasons of Raising Kanan.
Damn, already, bro. 2 seasons. I gotta watch 2 seasons of that shit. Like, I'll probably have a whole different opinion of it once I start watching it. Right now, I'm just tripping. I'm gonna watch the show though. I'm gonna resubscribe to Stars and I'm gonna watch that joint so we can go ahead on and get into it. Because matter of fact, if you want to, we can go. I know we got some interviews coming up that we gotta do, but besides the interviews, like, we could go straight into doing Raising Kanan reviews after we get done with the Atlanta joints.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. But that's that for me, bro. Atlanta, highly recommended through season 1.
Yep. Atlanta is actually really good. I would really recommend that show. I mean, it's a very good show.
Yeah, bro. I ain't even talk about the Migos part.
Yep, they had the Migos in it too.
I ain't even expect to see them. Fucking Quavo as a drug lord. Who'd have thunk it? Anyway. That's that, man. Great show. Anything else you want to touch on before we go?
Other than, like, comment, subscribe. Go get your stuff from adameve.com and use that promo code RRPOD.
Get that 50% off. Get that free shipping. Get that discreet shipping. Handle all that. 50% off almost everything on the website. So, enjoy yourself. That's about all I got to say. Paper boy. That paper boy. I don't even know the rest of that shit. We didn't even really talk about Paperboy.
Yeah. Nigga Al. I mean, his character is kind of the character that is really making the things happen, I guess. I mean, he's the rapper.
His character is more straightforward than the other 2 main characters, though. Like, he's just a rapper, and motherfuckers get on his fucking nerves. Like,
everybody gets on that.
He gets into controversies like rappers do. People coming up to him, trying to get social media shit off and stuff. It pisses him off. Like, he's being portrayed as the rapper who, he's being portrayed as an up-and-coming rapper. But I think the funny part of it is that they clearly don't do anything to hide that this nigga's like 40, bro. Like, they do not try to make him seem like a young person, like, in the show. That's the funniest part about it. They got an old nigga playing an up-and-coming young rapper. And they do not try to make it seem any... Because it ain't the fact that... I ain't talking about so much as how that he looked like an older person. That ain't what I'm talking about. He acts like an old nigga, but the nigga's grouchy and grumpy and shit. Like, and they got him playing an up-and-coming rapper, bro. Like, and it's funny.
The nigga was in the fucking celebrity basketball game and shit.
Yeah, man. It's great. I like all the characters in the show, but Darius and Ern is my favorite too, especially Darius. Like, Darius be on some other shit, and
he's always on some other shit, right?
Like, I'd be curious.
That's one thing about Darius. Darius always is on some other shit. Like,
I'm curious to see what the kind of foolishness that nigga's gonna be into next. Like, that's it. That's it, man. We out, man. That's it. Atlanta, season 1. Pretty damn good.